Just gonna send it.
Shibnobi is sending it into next week. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike here on the 2-Bit Crypto channel. We talk about cryptocurrency every day, so make sure you are subscribed for your daily dose of crypto news. So let's take a look at the hottest token right now. This thing is going crazy. Shinja or Shibnobi killed a zero last night, down 14% of the day, but nothing really to strike home about. But really nice bullish chart. You're always going to see some selling off. Now we did see 172 ETH sell off, and I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. But holding strong if you think the rest of the market is really having a struggle right now. Some really solid performance. $26.5 million in total liquidity, nearly $10 million more than Saitama right now. 5.2 million daily volume, getting very close to nearly 50,000 holders and just around that $450 million market cap. So really strong performance in terms of the price for Shinja. So what did I want to talk about? Well, look, we got some pretty big news in the AMA last night, and I wanted to cover that off. 5 exchanges, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, 5 exchanges in the next 4 weeks. That is huge, and I really like the way they've done this. This tells me that Cliff, the dev team, the supporters of this token know exactly what they're doing. They capitalize when it matters the most, and I think it's a really great strategy that they've put in. So let's take a look at these exchange listings. So Probit currently don't support the tokenomics, but working on implementing a system that will. L-Bank, in order to support our price, they will be changing the decimal place by changing the number of tokens. So a little bit of kind of stuff to work to, but you will get tokenomics on L-Bank, which I think is huge. BitTrue, again, tokenomics. SafeMoon, 3 million users of SafeMoon. The swap supports tokenomics, and their exchange will as well when launched. They are not able to report volume to CMC for now, but they have stated that they are working on it. And Gate.io, they are huge. I think the SafeMoon exchange is a really interesting one because you don't see a lot of tokens going over onto that. We know it's quite early on, but that one could be massive. We know that Shinja initially was going to go on SaitaMask. We know all the problems that they're currently having over at SaitaMask. I think it's a super smart move from Cliff onto SafeMoon platform, and that could really be huge. Talks a little bit here around Bitmart reflections. Some users noticed that they had not received their reflections from Bitmart. Bitmart stated on their announcement, distribution will be completed on the basis of T+2. So reflections will begin being distributed 2 days after the launch. So if you haven't had your reflections from Bitmart, then you will see them 2 days afterwards. So pretty big news. 5 exchanges in 4 days is huge. Then it kind of just takes some questions around from the community. And look, there's a lot of kind of noise about this private sale, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. Here's another reason why this token and the team behind it are super, super smart. So they released a wallpaper. It's such a simple idea, but it's absolutely gone viral. This thing is going to be on everyone's phones, sorry. This thing's going to be on computers. It just absolutely gets the name out there. Super simple, super cool, in fact. But you look at the amount of people that have got it in red or in black. It is going to be on phones. It just means that all of a sudden you have a huge PR voice on everyone's phone out there, which again is super, super smart. Really, really like the fact that that's what they've done. Really clever. We did see some huge buys, and I talked about this, nearly $100,000 into Shibnobi. And the reality is, when we was checking, and I did a video on Saitama not long since, but there is a lot of money moving out of Saitama right now and into Shinja. They are swing trading these two tokens absolutely to the max. So super, super exciting. We also are currently in waiting for Doja Swap to come out. So lots of kind of hype on Google around Doja Swap. But look, exciting to see what's going to come out from that. So I did say that we were going to cover off the issue around the private sale violation. So Cliff addressed this. So what there was an early investor, I believe it was pre-launch, had got into Shinja, and one of the rules was that they could only sell a set amount. I think it was something like 4 ETH they were allowed to sell at once. Now this private sale, they sold 174 ETH worth of Shinja tokens at one time. That's what you saw in the huge kind of sell-off here, 174 ETH. Now, Cliff addressed that last night on the AMA. Again, 55 out of the last 56 days, Cliff has done an AMA with the community, facing things head on, and you have to appreciate that given what the space is like currently. So you cannot deny the guy is out there. But 174 ETH sale, the remainder of his tokens, a little over 42 quintillion tokens, will be burned, and then Cliff himself bought back another 37 quintillion. So we're at, just short of 80 quintillion tokens that will be burnt. We're going to likely see that tonight on the AMA. So my prediction would be we're going to see another huge spike after we see 80 quintillion tokens burned. That is not a small amount. it's going to be huge. So we're going to see another spike. So I think people that are getting in now are expecting some of that volume to come in tonight. Again, there is a bit of volatility, but look, it's really holding strong. Yes, we're always going to see that given the huge bump it's had. 80 quintillion, I'm expecting a pretty big pump tonight on the back of it. So all good in terms of Shinja, really excited. They feel like they're doing it right. Doja swap around the corner, Kasari blockchain around the corner. Lots of exciting things around Shinja. Let me know if you're bullish on Shinja. Let me know if you are in this token, and I'll see you in the next one.